So Dale, there's a hurricane coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually
it's here now.
It's last night I think. Man, crazy. I don't know if you've seen all these memes online. I kind of got a kick out of it. People are saying, please give Milton his red swingline stapler back, and maybe he won't.
So I saw this online, but I didn't get it.
You didn't get it?
I had to look it up.
Have you ever seen Office Space?
No.
All right, so Stephen Root played Milton on 1999's Office Space. It's a cult classic. It's such a good movie. So Mike Judge is the one behind it, and you know him. He does that cartoon, King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
Yeah, and Beavis and Butthead. So he's got a really warped kind of sense of comedy. Anyway, Office Space is an amazing movie. You got to see it sometime. It's a classic, man. 25 years ago. Can't believe it's been that long.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I didn't even watch the TV show.
You don't watch Beavis and Butthead?
No, I'm talking about the Office Space, the show.
Oh, it's completely 100% different. That was The Office.
Oh, that's right.
Not the same thing at all. Not by a long shot. But anyway, the whole thing was that if people didn't know this, and maybe you do know this because it's kind of, if you know the movie, then you know that Swingline never made a red stapler until this movie came out.
Really?
They wanted it to be so special for the movie that they actually took a black one and painted it red. And because the movie was so popular, Swingline started making red staplers based on the movie, and they still make them today.
Yeah, I think they make all the colors now.
They probably do, but back in the day, they only made black and gray. I mean, here's mine.
Yeah.
Mine's black right here. Definitely should get a red one.
Live from the Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Dale and Scott.
You liked it so much last week, I had to bring it back. Could this just be our new song?
It sounds really cool. Like someone should take it and put some words in it.
It's got some oohs and ahs in it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I love it. I love it. Hey, speaking of hurricanes, we are feeling you guys down there in Florida, and we hope you're safe. I have two really good friends who live in the Tampa Bay area, so I guess we'll find out soon how they fared.
Yeah.
You know, Hurricane Helene was just last week, and I don't know if you saw this news. Dolly Parton stepped up yet again. She really comes out for these kind of things. She put up $1 million of her own money that was then matched with another $1 million by her companies. You know, like her companies that own the theme parks and music publishing and stuff. So $2 million from Dolly Parton. And then she teamed up with Walmart to get this money out to the people who need it. And Walmart ponied up $10 million.
Wow.
To help the people of Tennessee and North Carolina and the other states affected by Helene.
Did you see that her and her sister have... I'm not going to get it right. It's one of the male food kits.
Oh, like Home Chef.
Something like that. And her and her sister have, I don't know, a handful of recipes.
Yeah, I think they
for a limited time that you can order them.
They previously put a cookbook together. So
so now they're doing where you get all the stuff in the mail. You just kind of put it together, and you have what Dolly Parton ate growing up. I guess.
I want to eat like Dolly Parton.
The one that I saw that she mentioned is a meatloaf.
Oh,
and apparently there's maybe 5 others. There aren't that many, but yeah, they're doing it.
Huh? That's fun.
Yeah, that's
really fun.
But I couldn't see them without creating an account and signing up, so I decided not to.
So you decided. Well, it would be interesting to see if it would be. I mean, is there enough variety though that keep you interested?
Well, you can pick their other stuff too.
Yeah,
the regular Home Chef, if that's the right one.
Right.
But you can pick.
Oh, they teamed up with a company that's already doing it.
That's already right.
I get it.
But you get the recipe of
Right.
Like the meatloaf.
Right. Made
what
by
she grew up with.
the Dolly Parton family.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
But you can mix it with the regular other stuff.
The other stuff.
Yeah.
The other stuff. I like that. Well, maybe we should check it out. We've been experimenting with different food delivery options, and I don't know that we're happy. I'm not going to give them a negative review, but the one we just got, I don't know. I just wasn't thrilled with it.
Yeah.
We've had Home Chef before. We've had a couple other different ones before, and then we get tired of them and we cancel them.
Right.
Because after a while, you're like, let's just have a pizza. All right. So maybe you saw this meme. I'm calling it the meme of the week. Did you see this?
I did, and I can't say it, and I'm not going to try.
So it says it's like one of those signs that, you can change the letters in front of a store. It says, "You're now aware that you can't say Irish wrist
watch.
Irish wrist watch."
Yeah, you got to say it slow.
If you say it, you have to say it slow. Irish wrist watch.
Right.
Try to say it fast.
Irish wrist wash.
Irish wrist wash.
Right.
You can't say it fast. It's impossible. Speaking of impossible, I finally went yesterday to the Global Gaming Expo.
It's for 3 days, right?
Yeah, it's this week here in Vegas at the Venetian. It was Tuesday, Wednesday, and then today's the final day. And I went. You didn't feel like going. We got press passes for the Swish edition. It was quite something. I didn't really know what to expect. I thought it was just going to be a bunch of slot machines, like the new ones. But it's really everything about
the business of casinos.
The business of gaming.
Yeah.
Not just casinos, also online, like online betting.
I heard that online was going to be a big thing this year at the expo.
It was huge.
Like the software that casinos could easily use to, make coming on board quick.
Yeah.
Instead of creating it from your own.
There's all kinds of new technologies coming that are just going to be kind of scary. Some of the scariest things are, and some of the casinos are doing this already. I know that Resorts World does it, where you can access your money through your debit card right at the machine. So you don't even have to go to the ATM anymore.
I'm telling you. I mean, but the software already exists. Look at cruise ships, right? There's no reason why you can't go get a player's card, at the Mandalay Bay, right? And link it to
your debit card,
a debit or credit card, right?
That's so dangerous.
And you just use it right at the machine. It's in the interest of the casinos.
Well, what's so dangerous about gambling on a ship is that you can stick your Sea Cruise card in, the one that you used to buy drinks and the one that you used to get on and off the ship and open your cabin door. You can just charge the gaming right to your room.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
It's endless.
And then they just debit your
credit card at the end of the cruise.
Yeah.
And if you spend a lot throughout the cruise like we did, then they start charging your credit card on a daily basis. Anyway, I saw some really cool things. I was invited into the IGT booth, and I played the new Whitney Houston games, which are kind of fun.
I heard a rumor that was coming. It just seemed
they're not unlike the Madonna one and the Michael Jackson one and the
but they don't seem to last long.
They don't last long. They have a short shelf life.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Like I played the Britney Spears one. Horrible game.
Yeah.
I played the Cher game. Horrible game.
They're
not usually great games.
The only one that's really stuck around is that Elvis one. That's still around.
Yeah, it's not
old school
common
reels
as it used to be, but that's still around.
But Michael Jackson's
and the Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Which are basically the same machine.
Exactly. Well, IGT has some really fun stuff. There's a Fire Stampede, which looks really interesting. They've got a ton of new Wheel of Fortune games coming out, including one where you play regular poker and then you have a bonus game of playing a Wheel of Fortune like wheel. Like a bonus game to your poker playing. Yeah, so that's kind of fun.
That's not... They do that already, but it's not a Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
You've seen the ones where you get a 4 of a kind and then you get a little wheel spin.
Yeah.
It's not Wheel of Fortune.
Right, but this is actually part of the Wheel of Fortune family of games. Yeah. You remember Little Green Men? There's a new game coming called Little Green Men Return, which is all new.
I was about to say I grew up playing that, but when I've turned 21, that was one of the. I love that machine.
Yeah.
It was Little Green Men, and then it was Miss Little Green Men.
Yeah.
It was the girl alien. So that'd be fun to see again.
Then I went to the Every booth. I played with a game called Casper Triple Fright, which was kind of fun. It's all Casper the Ghost themed game.
Okay.
And then Every also has a brand new, what do you call it? Collaboration with Powerball. You know, the Powerball lottery that's played in most states across the country. They have new Powerball themed Power Play machines. So the balls, the white, you have to get, a certain number of the white balls that come out of the machine.
They used to be a Keno. Then they partnered with Keno.
Oh, so this is
at one point, but I've never seen a slot machine.
Yeah, so this is coming. It's coming. And then Aristocrat,
Speaking of Powerball, the price is going up, right? You heard that big news?
I know.
From $2 to $5 a ticket.
Was that Powerball or Mega? I thought it was Mega.
Oh, shit, now I don't know.
I think it's Mega. There's very little details about what that means, except they say the prizes are going to be bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. What, they're $2 now?
$2.
Both Powerball and Mega. Well, if one of them does it, the other one's going to probably follow suit.
Yeah. They say they want more billion-dollar jackpots.
Me too. I want that. Just to go through the rest of the things I wrote down here. Aristocrat wouldn't let me into their booth because it was sales day and I wasn't going to be buying any slot machines. They said I could come back today, but I'm not going to go. But they do have a new game. They are the ones who make Dragon Link, which is super popular all over the country. They're in every single casino worldwide. Their new one is called Phoenix Link. So it looks very similar. I don't know if the game plays differently than Dragon Link.
I suspect it's the same. It's just different characters.
Hopefully it has some extra little fun things happening.
Yeah.
I did not get to play it. Also, one of their big things that they were pushing this year, House of Dragon. So, they still have a lot of the Game of Thrones games on the floor.
That's been off the air for so long.
Yeah, but House of Dragon's currently on there. So that's
that's right. House of Dragons.
That's going to be their new thing. Then I went to the Light and Wonder. They're pushing Dracula, I guess, based on the popularity of Frankenstein. Now there's a new Dracula game coming out.
Okay.
They are going absolutely crazy with Huff and More Puff. I mean,
that's their biggest game, man.
Yeah. There's several new ones coming out.
And Light and Wonder is relatively new to the scene.
Yeah.
As far as,
they're the ones that do
a gaming company.
Rich Little Piggies. They've got a new Rich Little Piggies coming out, and then they have a new Zeus game. Yeah, I know you play Zeus a lot. The new Zeus is called Zeus Triumphant.
Okay.
So it's got all kinds of new features on it. Anyway, there's going to be a lot of fun new slot machines on the floors of your favorite neighborhood casino coming soon. Yeah. It was fun. Let me tell you, going to IGT's high limit room. Basically it felt like I was at a casino, but you didn't have to put any money in these machines to play it. One of the machines I was playing had over $900,000.
It was just fake credits.
It's fake. Of course it's fake. But they set them up in demo mode. So you're getting a lot of bonuses.
Yeah.
Well, a lot more than you would if you're actually putting your own money in it.
It's weird that they call them sales day because I really thought they leased those machines, but maybe they don't.
Maybe they do. Maybe
I guess that is considered a sale, right? If you lease machines.
Yeah.
They got to know how many to make.
They have to know how many cabinets to make and how long you want to have it for, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Did they not buy them?
I honestly don't know. I thought they were all leased, but I don't know.
Maybe. One thing that came out this week is, I don't know if you know this, but Best Buy is not going to be selling DVDs and Blu-rays anymore in their stores or online. I didn't know this. They stopped selling CDs, music CDs in 2018, but they kept DVDs and Blu-rays for some reason.
Wow.
But because of streaming is killing physical media.
Yeah.
So they're, that's where people get all their stuff. I haven't bought a DVD in, I can't even tell you.
Yeah,
how long.
and I think I got rid of any DVDs and CDs that I had.
Well, I still have a couple hundred DVDs just as a backup plan in case all the shit hits the fan. I mean, if the internet went out, we'd be screwed. We wouldn't be able to watch anything.
That's true.
And I don't even think we currently have a DVD player. So what the fuck is, what am I going to do with my DVDs? I didn't know this. Walmart is still selling physical media, and they account for 45% of the market.
Yeah, I think I did know that.
People are still buying CDs, and you know what they're really buying is records, vinyl records.
It's coming back.
I just bought one a couple weeks ago. I bought the new Cher album. It's not a new Cher album. It's a greatest hits kind of thing. Hey, well, speaking of streaming, I've got tons of streaming news for you, for all of you. I don't know. It hasn't gotten a lot of press. I haven't heard a lot of buzz about it, but
I don't see anyone post about it or
really
anything.
Enjoyed Colin Farrell, his show called Sugar on Apple TV Plus. Did you enjoy that?
I loved it.
So it's a modern day Los Angeles detective drama, but it has kind of a 1950s noir feel to it.
Yeah.
Even though it's modern day.
I didn't think I was going to like that part of the movie.
The part you said that you didn't like is that there were lots of flashbacks of old 1950s movies that in his head he's thinking about these scenes because he loves watching.
He's a
old
movie
movies.
buff,
right?
Yeah.
Now, I want to warn you, Dale, don't give away the big, huge secret about the series.
Yeah, because the story is actually great.
The story's great. We were thrown for an absolute loop at what happens at the end of this first season.
Yeah, I had no idea.
We did not see it coming, and it's going to be interesting to see. But the reason we're talking about this is it's been renewed for a second season.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to get more of it, and we'll find out more about what Sugar is all about. I liked it because Amy Ryan's in it. And Amy Ryan, I don't know if you guys, you know her. You've seen her. She was in Only Murders in the Building one season. She was in this new movie, Wolves, with Brad Pitt and George Clooney that we just watched last week.
Yeah.
She's amazing. So I don't know that she'll be in it in season 2, but she was great in the first season. Anyway, so that's coming. Colin Farrell's very busy right now, especially on streaming, because he's also the Penguin.
Now, this I hear about.
On Max. So HBO's Max, this is basically a spin-off of the 2022 Batman movie that Robert Pattinson, he played Batman. Now, here's the problem with us starting to watch The Penguin. And I think it's only been on for a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, not long.
So I know that there's 8 episodes total now through November 10th. I think a couple have dropped already. But I think we kind of have to watch 2022's The Batman first because he's in it. Colin Farrell as the Penguin's in it. And this is kind of a continuation of that. So I think if we want to watch The Penguin, we need to watch The Batman first.
I haven't seen a Batman movie since, what's his name?
George Clooney?
Beetlejuice.
Oh, he was the original.
Yeah. I have not seen a Batman movie, and I saw it in my local hometown theater. I don't know, 13 or 14. And it was like, a theater that only had 2 movie theaters.
The first one is the best one.
Yeah.
I liked them all.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, Michael Keaton. The one I really didn't like was the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. And I didn't love that one. That was George Clooney, right?
Maybe. And then Ben Affleck won.
Ben Affleck played.
Which I don't think got good reviews either.
And then it's been like 5 or 6 guys that have played Batman.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Michael Keaton, definitely the best. Anyway, I want to watch The Penguin, but we're going to go back and watch it. So we're not going to watch it right away. We need to watch the movie first. Talking about guys that kick ass, because that's what all this is about. 2 other pieces of information. The Night Agent, which is, I didn't know this until I looked it up today to write this. Netflix's top 10 most popular series of all time.
Really?
The Night Agent. Yeah, it's in the top 10.
I mean, it was good. I didn't think it was like spectacular, but it was good.
Most watched out of anything they've ever put on Netflix.
Wow.
Anyway, The Night Agent just got a 10 episode 3rd season order before season 2 even drops. And that's coming sometime this winter after Christmas, after the New Year. But Gabriel Basso plays the Night Agent, And
So good.
yeah, he's like what, late 20s or something.
Something like that, yeah.
He kicks ass. It was fun. It was a little stupid at the end, but I really enjoyed it. The second season's being filmed in Thailand, New York City, and DC. So
Sweet.
getting out of the city of most. I think the first season was all DC.
Yeah, I don't think they ever left the city.
And speaking of guys who kick ass, we now know that Reacher is getting a 4th season at Amazon Prime. If you guys, I know you have Prime Video. If you're not watching Reacher, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's so great. I think Alan Richardson is so good as this. He's so good at this character.
Yeah.
He plays Reacher, who is based on the character in the Lee Child series of novels. And each season's based on one book.
And it's funny because I never knew of this guy until Reacher.
Yeah.
And then you go and you look, he's been an actor for a long time. And like he was like this skinny little blonde kid. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
I've never seen him in anything else.
He looks completely different than what he does today.
Wow.
Like he was a real skinny kid.
Yeah.
And now he's this
Big
thing.
who can,
Yeah.
You don't want to mess with.
No.
He can kick your ass. Anyway, this 3rd season's coming sometime after Christmas. Also, no date yet on when it's going to drop. But they keep reordering these shows before the current season even airs. It's weird.
I know. It's crazy.
Oh, Reacher's also getting a spinoff. Neegly.
Really?
Yeah. That's his like best girlfriend. Like
yeah.
Yeah. And she kicks ass too. She's getting her own show.
I liked her.
Yeah. I guess it'll be called Neegly, but I don't know.
Neatly.
Right now, starting today through Friday, if you guys were fans of Game of Thrones, we talked about earlier in the show, there's an auction happening. Over 2,000 costumes, props, and set decorations are for sale by Heritage Auctions in Dallas. But you don't have to go to Dallas. You can bid right online.
Nice.
Go to heritageauctions.com. They have Jon Snow's sword. Say that fast.
Right.
Jon Snow's sword. Jon Snow's sword. They have Daenerys Targaryen's dress. They have dragon eggs. They have suits of armor. And they have that sword throne for sale. Apparently there's more than one of them.
Wow.
So would you buy anything from Game of Thrones? Did you like it enough to...
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
You gonna bid on something? We don't have any money. You'd have to sell something in order to buy something. We have too much shit as it is.
I mean, like, here's Ned Stark's sword.
Yeah.
It's currently $6,500.
60. Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ.
Theon Greyjoy, who actually liked in the show a lot, his sword is $3,000.
Oh, that's a bargain.
Yeah. It almost seems like no one knows it's here, because it almost seems like these bids have not been... Oh, live auction in 15 hours and 14 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Hasn't started yet.
It starts October 10th.
Oh.
Today.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah. But there is some...
That's what happens.
Jaime Lannister's armor set is starting at $8,000. Now that's kind of cool.
That would be fun to wear for Halloween. Do you think they would ship it in time for Halloween? I think all the shit's over in Ireland or something.
Yeah, I bet it's not.
Or maybe they moved it to Dallas. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it must be there then, because that way people can actually look at it and bid on it.
Is there an actual live? Can you go? Is there a place to go, or is it just online?
I don't know. I'm just looking at it online.
You know what?
Holy shit! One of the dragon eggs,
Yeah.
starts at $15,500.
Holy fuck! And what would you do with that?
I don't know.
Put it in the middle of your dining room table.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. There's some cool stuff on here. Lots of swords.
I'll tell you. I bet. I'll tell you what I would buy if they were having an auction is stuff from horror movies, and I would buy the Ghostface mask from Scream.
Oh, like the legit.
But it has to be a legit one from the movie, not one from the Spirit Halloween.
Right.
Which I think I owned at one point.
Well, you heard about them. They're doing Christmas this year.
They are. Spirit Christmas is going to take over the Spirit Halloweens as soon as they shut them down.
I think, you know what? That's cool because for one, I think people would like that.
Yes.
And number two,
Christmas is huge.
These malls and these storefront owners
They
who
need the
rent them
business.
out are going to be very happy to have for a longer lease of just a month. Now they can do 3 months because they're probably, I don't know, closed for a week or two and then change it over.
Well, before you get too excited, America, they're only doing it in the Northeast, and they're only doing a handful of them. They're doing a test this year.
They're going to do it.
If it works, they'll do it nationwide.
They're going to do it.
Did you know that Spirit Halloween has about 1,500 locations coast to coast every October?
There's a show that you can watch about the logistics of the Spirit Halloween.
I can't even imagine.
It's like a nightmare.
Wow. But they must make...
But they pull it off.
Yeah. You know who owns it?
It's like $1 billion company.
Do you know who owns Spirit Halloween?
I did, but I can't think of it.
Spencer Gifts.
Oh, that makes sense. It does look like a Spencer store.
Yeah. I don't even think Spencer's...
Just meaning that shit's all over the place.
I don't think Spencer's actually is a thing anymore.
Really?
Oh my God. I used to go to that store all the time when I was a kid.
I haven't been to a mall in a long time. And I remember going in there because that was a place you could actually sometimes see boobs.
You know, the last time we've been to a mall, of course, we've been to the Fashion Show Mall here in D.C. We went, D.C., Las Vegas. We went there when we went to Happy Camper, but we didn't go really. Oh, and you bought a suit there once. But the mall that I remember going to is when you and I went on that trip to Charlotte, North Carolina. We actually went to a real mall.
That was a nice mall.
And it felt like a mall, like people were still there and shopping and all the stores were filled. So there are still some malls left.
Yeah, that was a nice mall.
Yeah. Not like that mall in near your house, where we used to live in Delaware. Oh, in Salisbury, Maryland.
Oh, that thing
What a
was...
sad little mall that was.
It didn't used to be, though.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was talking about Ghostface. We finally have a date for Scream 7, and it's still well over a year away. It's coming to theaters February 27th, 2026. Why does it take so long to make a friggin' slasher film?
And why isn't this coming out in October?
I know. Yeah, February sounds completely stupid.
I know. It's just dumb.
Famously, Neve Campbell decided that she will come back as Sidney Prescott, and Kevin Williamson is going to direct. He was the original creator and writer of the original Scream.
Actually, I heard that horror movies are big at Christmas time.
Yeah, aren't there several Christmas-themed ones, too?
I enjoy them.
Well, I'm ready for Scream 7. I thought Scream 6 was awesome, so... But none of the people in that are coming back. It's going to be all new people, except for Neve Campbell. And I don't know. There's no word. I don't know if Courtney Cox is coming back or not. I guess we'll find out. So, completely switching gears. I didn't know this was a thing, but apparently Royal Caribbean has decided that they need dogs on their ships. So, did you hear about this?
No.
They first introduced Rover, the chief dog officer, on 2024's Icon of the Seas, which debuted this year. If you guys don't know, Icon of the Seas is the largest cruise ship in the world at 248,000 tons. I mean, it's ridiculous. At double occupancy, it holds 5,600 people.
Jesus.
If you put some kids in there too, in all those rooms, those extra beds, they can get up to 7,600 passengers, plus their crew of 2,300. It's almost 10,000 people on this ship.
Damn.
And one dog.
One dog.
Just one dog. You're not allowed to bring your dog.
No.
Unless you're blind or something, then you can. So they've decided, because Rover is so popular and people love seeing the dog who lives and works on the ship.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
That they're now going to do it on Star of the Seas, which is coming out next year. Yeah. And his name is going to be Sailor, even though they haven't picked the dog yet. They already named him.
That's actually a pretty cool name. I like that.
So it is someone's job to be the full-time handler of the dog. It's a full-time job on board these ships.
That would be a great job.
How fun would that be?
Yeah.
You just walk the dog, and then I guess you have to feed it, and
that's funny. I like it though.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Star of the Seas debuts in August 2025, and then it will be the biggest ship in the world, because every time they put out one of these ships, they make the next one just a tad bit bigger.
A little bit bigger.
Speaking of traveling, maybe you're coming to Las Vegas for New Year's Eve. There's lots of entertainment options. The newest one that was just announced, Imagine Dragons, has been announced for the New Year's Eve show at the Venetian. Want to go see that?
Hell to the no.
If you don't want to see Imagine Dragons, you can go across the street. Bruno Mars will be at Park MGM. Janet Jackson will be at Resorts World. Mariah Carey will be at... Where is she going to be? Caesars? I mean...
she would be great in the theater.
Yeah, and I just saw today, or when I was at passing through the Wynn, the Chainsmokers will be performing New Year's Eve at the Wynn.
They're usually at the Wynn, yeah.
Yeah. So... You know what, though, guys? Don't come to Vegas New Year's Eve. It is so friggin' crazy. I don't know why anyone would want to be here for New Year's Eve.
It does seem cool, though. Like, it doesn't seem as unlike going to, like, Times Square, right? When you have to get there so fucking early, like noon, if not before that, and you can't leave and you're pissing your pants.
At least we have bathrooms here.
At least you got bathrooms here. They do shut down the boulevard for the whole 4 miles, so it's just not as congested. And you can walk out with your cocktails, go into another casino, go eat, go to the bathroom, go back out. I think it's better than New York City.
It probably is not as crazy. You're right. And like, you don't have to go home after. You can just go up to your room.
You just go to your room.
Well, speaking of Vegas...
And it's not freezing.
It's usually not freezing.
And it doesn't rain.
It never rains. Speaking of Vegas residencies... There's a new one coming. It's Motley Crue.
Oh, my God.
They're coming to Park MGM's Dolby Live Theater starting March 28th.
How old are those motherfuckers?
They're doing 11 shows through April 19th. They've got to be in their 60s or... Yeah, they got to be in their 60s, right?
I mean...
This is their first time doing a residency in 12 years. They haven't done... Motley Crue, smoking in the boys' room.
Actually, I'm looking at pictures. They don't look half bad. They look a lot better than Aerosmith.
Well, Aerosmith's a whole decade older than they are.
Oh, is it that much?
Yeah. Aerosmith got together in like the 70s. Motley Crue got together in the 80s. There's a big difference there.
Actually, they look great.
So do you have any interest in Motley Crue?
Probably not. I'm not.
I only know a handful of songs.
Yeah.
How about this? Would you try the Chicken Big Mac?
No, that is disgusting. I've seen that.
Starting today, October 10th, for a limited time, you can go to McDonald's and you can get the Chicken Big Mac. It's basically the exact same Big Mac, but instead of the 2 patties of beef, it's tempura fried chicken. It still has the Big Mac sauce, the pickles, the shredded lettuce, the slice of American cheese, the sesame seed bun.
No.
Can you sing the song?
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles. Well, not 2 all beef patties. 2 all chicken patties.
2 all
all beef patties.
2 all chicken patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Yeah, I did it. Anyway, they tested this in the UK back in 2022, and it sold out in 10 days. People loved it.
Wow.
I would try it. I will be trying it.
A lot.
I think I will go today and get one.
I mean,
if I go, should I get 2?
Hell no. No, I don't want that.
Or you want to bite?
No. I would be interested in trying the tempura battered chicken.
Well, I could get you one. We could just take it off.
Like, why couldn't that just be their new just regular chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
Because it's a much lighter batter. It seems like it would be really good chicken.
And it's not thick. It looks like the size of like the beef patty.
Yeah.
We have a picture here. I'll post it on our social so you can see it. But you could also just run down to McDonald's and get one for a limited time.
When's it start?
Today.
Oh, it's today.
Yeah. And finally, our last story of the day is Merriam-Webster, the dictionary company. They put out their 200 new words for 2024. We talk about this every year on the show.
Yeah.
And I just picked a couple that I thought were interesting. They have a whole team of people who select these words based on all kinds of different reasons. But mostly is because people start using them.
The problem is these aren't words, right? These aren't words. These are...
Some of them are words and some of them are
sayings.
Sayings or compound words. They're compound words.
There you go.
But they're things that people are saying that need a definition.
Okay.
So the first one we have is touch grass, which I'd never even heard of.
So I started hearing about this.
Okay,
so because there was
it makes sense let me read you the definition, and then it make sense. touch grass means to participate in normal activities in the real world, especially as opposed to online experiences and interactions.
Right.
People are actually getting away from their computers and their devices and touching grass.
That's grass. Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Totally makes sense.
And I
get
think
it.
if any parent who can hear my voice right now, tell your kids to put the fucking phone down and go outside and touch grass.
Right.
Right? Like we did when we were growing up.
Because I think there was...
We were outside more than we were inside.
Oh, God, yeah. We were constantly outside.
Always outside.
You weren't allowed to come back in.
And my parents didn't even know where we were. Like,
Yeah.
as young as like 5th, 6th grade. They didn't know where we were.
Be at the neighbor's house.
Yeah, we had to be home in time for dinner.
Right. You drank water out of the hose, peed outside.
Yeah.
Because you weren't allowed inside.
Well, I was allowed inside, but
Oh, it is, but you get that. You're either in or you're out. You didn't want to be inside.
let me tell you some other words from this year's Merriam-Webster. MAGA.
That's an interesting one.
You all know that. But it's defined as a political movement calling for strict limits on immigration and a return to policies and practices in place before globalization.
Oh.
What it really means is make America great again.
Yeah,
But
why couldn't they just spell that out?
maybe they did in the second definition? I don't know.
I don't know.
They've also added far left to the dictionary. That's a group of people whose political views are the most liberal. Imagine that.
It's just stupid.
And then a few others before we leave you today. True crime has finally made the dictionary. We all know what that is. Beach read. I think several of my books are good beach reads. How about street corn? I mean, you see that everywhere. We make it here at the house a lot.
Good.
It's in the dictionary now. How about this? This is a new word. This is a word.
Yeah.
Badassery.
Badassery. Oh, you forgot Nepo baby.
Oh, I skipped over Nepo baby. We all know what that is.
Yeah, but badassery, I like
Yeah,
that one.
badassery is a great word. And then cash grab. I mean, people take advantage of a situation. They go for the cash grab,
Exactly.
right? Like selling red staplers to people who have been affected by hurricanes. Well, we are sending all the love to Florida. We hope you guys are drying out. I know that last night was probably horrific for you and your kin. I think our favorite Key West was spared because that's much further south.
Yeah, I think it was real far north.
Anyway, all right. We love you all. We'll talk to you again next week.
Bye. One dog.
Just one dog.